Grille, Billy's Outlaw back here. Another banjo for you mother truckers today with the old Ghost. That's right. We're doing a walk around a Ghost. We're doing a before and after of the old 2018 Duramax here. Now, a lot of you guys like to give me crap on my Instagram and in the YouTube comments saying, man, I thought you weren't gonna do much this but you said you were just gonna do a couple little things because you're gonna tow stuff with. Well, yeah, man. You guys know, boys, they're toys, dude. You just get a little carried away sometimes. I wanted to have the sexiest gosh dang Duramax out there. I think we got pretty gosh dang close. So, this is a walk around of everything that I've done to it so far. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video now is because pretty much everything is done on the exterior of this thing. The interior, it's been a long wait on trying to, you know, you guys have been saying, hey man, you gotta delete the thing, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. The problem with that is it's a brand new truck, and I have just finally heard that a delete kit has finally come out for this gosh dang thing, but it's very expensive, so we're gonna be doing some research into that and getting a couple things deleted, like getting that def tank off there, that ugly ass freaking def tank. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things that we're gonna be doing interior-wise in the near coming future, but everything exterior-wise is done. The look and everything is there, exactly what I wanted, and so we're gonna give you guys a before and after. Before we walk around this, let's give you guys a look at what it looked like the day I bought it. Let's go back in time. See ya, suckers! And we're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys can see the front and everything like that. Let's just start at the front, I reckon. That's right. This is the same gosh dang truck. I know it's hard to freaking believe. So I'm gonna try to walk you guys through every little thing that I did. So, because I know you guys like these walk around videos because then you guys can get some ideas for what you want to do in your truck, right? So, what should we start with, bro? I reckon let's just start with the freaking wheels and tires. Let's go ahead and go to the wheels and tires. Now you guys get a good look at the side here, so you can see it is a dually obviously, and you get the rear tires sticking out a little bit, giving it a good freaking stance. We went with 33-inch Toyos, and these are the Toyo All-Terrain 2 Open Countries. I like to look at these. I'm a good fan of Toyos, and then we ended up going with the fuel cleaver wheels. So it gives it that black offset. I didn't want any chrome on this truck. Obviously on these new trucks, they have a lot of chrome on them. The bumpers hang down, they got a bunch of chrome. I'm just not a fan of chrome, dude. Don't like chrome. I wanted it all off there. And the only silver and chrome pieces, I just wanted little accents on the wheels and stuff like that. I went with the cleavers, which I was a little iffy on at first. But they're warming up to me. They're warming up to me. I like the cleavers. It's hard to find good dually wheels without like getting ghetto and going really chrome and all that stuff. So these are the best ones I found. There were some that I found that I liked, the Hostage 2s, I believe. And those were like, something like $1,500 a wheel or something. Boy, it was insane. I was gonna be spending almost $6 grand on just wheels. So yeah, so we went with the Toyo All-Terrain 2s. Open Countries. These are 33-inch tires by 12.5 wide, so they're a little bit wider, obviously. Gives it a good look. I was gonna do, you can get wheel spacers for these. It's harder to find wheel spacers for the front dualies, obviously, because you got a lot of weight, but it's not too bad. I might do something in there. I might eventually do something where we kind of delete this whole freaking big hub assembly and just do, kind of a offset wheel like in the back. So, and then when we come back here, of course, same wheels and tires. Sorry, we got some pollen going on, so there's a little bit of pollen in here. I just had these all polished and nice looking, but super deep freaking offset on these, but they give it a good look. And then, we stick out off the rear fender pretty gosh dang good. The only thing that I don't have on this thing exterior-wise done is in here. I wanted to get all this black. So a lot of companies, from what I've been finding out and calling around, they don't like to spray this stuff because it gets pretty rough. It doesn't last very long, so they suggest doing a liner. And there's a couple companies out there like Husky and stuff that do black liners and stuff that'll make it match the front. So from afar, it looks good. If you have a wandering eye, you won't even notice it. But hey, the truck matches bands, bro. What about that, buddy? Okay, go play. Before we get into anything else, we'll go ahead and what I first did on the truck. And that was I bedlined it with Linex, and then I put the WeatherGuard toolbox in there, which is pretty cool. Go jump up there and look at it. WeatherGuard toolbox is obviously the matte black look, and all you gotta do is push a button and it opens. Got a bunch of toe straps in here, extra ball for my other trailer, because I do have 4 trailers including my boat, so I do a lot of hauling, and this thing definitely makes it freaking easy. But yeah, I did do the Line X in here, which is holding up pretty gosh dang good. I love it. Ugh. Come on, sir, I got you. Oh, you're right. That sounded like it hurt. All right, now let's go ahead. Whoa! Hey now, somebody was almost out. What the dick? Somebody trying to steal this? Good God, man. You put some Loctite on that. Let's go ahead and talk about the bumpers. Again, sorry for the freaking pollen everywhere, dude. All these trees are shedding their leaves, getting that pollen everywhere, I reckon. I think Brolaw's got pretty good allergies, dude. You want to take a little line off it?
Yeah.
No, man.
Oh, yeah.
So on this truck, I went with Fab 4 bumpers. Fab 4 is my favorite because, first of all, they make really good bumpers, but the designs are actually really freaking nice. So, of course, their logos. You know, a lot of companies, man, they put their logos all over this stuff, and they freaking plasma cut them into here and crap like that. Their logos suck, man. Like, and they're giant and they're freaking big, and they don't look that good with some of the trucks. You know what I mean? Fab 4, in my opinion, has the best freaking bumpers. Now, they do come at a price, but so do all of them, these big freaking heavy ass bumpers, but the Fab 4 is definitely my favorite. We got some step sides, obviously, on the back and stuff like that. You got your little D-ring holders, which I went with white. Right now they're a little dirty, but obviously because the truck is black and white accents everywhere, I went with the white rings. Then we'll go back around to the front and I'll show you guys the front bumper. Now that is a different series than the front bumper here, because the front bumper here, I think, is the Vengeance series, and that is not a Vengeance series bumpers, I believe. So this is the Vengeance series, which I was iffy about, because you don't see too many people putting these on dualies, because they kind of skinny up on the fenders here. It's not too big, it's very subtle, and they also have one where you can get that bull bar coming out, but I really didn't want that. I wanted the front to be just kind of like a flat, mean freaking look to it. So we went with the Fab 4 Vengeance bumper. Now, like I said, these do come at a, you know, pretty good price, but they're definitely worth it. And I think the bumpers, just a freaking super important part of the truck to make it, to give it that, you know, really good look. So obviously with this Vengeance bumper, you got holes there, and a hole there. Now, this bumper is a sensor bumper. This truck does not have sensors on the front because it is the work truck package. So I ordered rings to go in here, and then they basically they're just black, so they're not in yet. I apologize, I know you guys are gonna freaking comment and stuff like that, but yeah, I just got black little rivets and crap to go up in those holes. So what I did for light bars on this thing is I ordered this bumper, which is a horrible idea. I've told you guys before, don't buy anything from carid.com. Their customer service is horrible, and they sent me a bunch of freaking wrong parts, and their descriptions on the website and everything suck. So I had to do pretty much everything else myself. Now, of course, I put the bumpers and everything on with my buddy Kyle. You gotta have somebody else there to help you lift these things. They're pretty freaking heavy. So we did those, and then what I did is to get everything wired up and stuff, because I didn't have all the right light bars, which I was supposed to. The light bar that they sent me for here didn't even fit, which is the funny thing. And they're supposed to send 2 cubes, and they only send 1 each. And they weren't even the right combo. They were supposed to be a spot and a flood, and they only sent 2 floods. So I've just been on the phone with them back and forth, just complaining. But so what I did was I went to my local 4-wheel parts. Those guys are awesome over there, and had them. They are a Rigid dealer. Now, if you guys know anything about light bars, Rigid Industries is the #1 light bar company, and they come at a freaking price. Boy, I tell you what, I don't understand why they freaking are so expensive. Something like this 20-inch light bar here is around $800 almost. It's insane. Now, I'll just say I didn't pay that. I got a little bit of a deal. They went ahead and installed that one for me, and then we got the Rigid spotlight here, and then we've got a lumen floodlight on the side. So the flood obviously spreads it out a little bit more in the Rigid. So this bumper, light bar wise, lights up the road better than any other light bar on this truck. I guarantee you that right now. It looks amazing at night, so really happy about that. They also do sell mesh in here to kind of hide everything else, but with these, the way these are set up and everything, it wouldn't fit, so kind of sucks. But let's move on. Go ahead and do the headlights here. So I went with Anzo headlights, third brake lights, and tail lights. I went with Anzo. Anzo is what I have on the Bourbon. I've used them before. I like them. These are they used to be U-bar. I don't know what these are, but they look pretty cool. I'll go ahead and turn them on so you guys can see. Now, these aren't HIDs or anything like that. They're not very bright or anything. I decided not to go with HIDs and stuff like that because when you get into HIDs and getting the ballast for it and everything like that, it gets up there in price, you know? And I was like, well, I'm gonna have a million light bars on this truck, so I think I'll be all right. Definitely does give it a cool look, give it that cool LED light on there, which is very cool and gives it a good profile, I reckon. So yeah, we went with Anzo all the way around. Obviously, it's got the black on there. You can also get the chrome and stuff like that, but I was making sure everything was blacked out. Now, this is a T-Rex grill that I went with, mesh grill. You guys watched the video bro on I doing that. This is a piece that you retain from the original. This was all chrome as well as this. When I got the truck wrapped, I had them go ahead and plastic dip these black so it matched everything else. Now, obviously with this mesh grill, you can still see the inside of everything else. And you guys are always telling me, man, you got to put your logo on here. I'm working with a couple fabricators and stuff like that to see if we can get my like a white Outlaw logo here in the front that I think would look really cool, or even almost attaching it to those little brackets inside and making it light up or something, which I think would be really sweet. So the wrap, as you can see from the hood all the way down the side and everything like that, we custom made this wrap. So I wanted to go with the snow camo, like I told you guys, and with the square body look of a truck, which I'm not calling this a square body. Obviously it's not officially a square body Chevy, but they kind of brought back the square body look. And now you've seen with the 2019 Chevys and stuff like that. Brad, quit eating this stick. With the 2019 Chevys, they're getting away from the square body look and they're going back to a bubbly look, which I do not like at all. So with it having like a square look and stuff like that, I kind of wanted to go with like a geometric snow camo looking pattern. I seen it on a couple Lambos and stuff like that on pictures on Google and stuff. And I was like, man, this would look sick on the freaking truck. Obviously implementing my logo in there, just like on the Bourbon would be really cool. Perforated window, so you can't see in, but you can see out. Also on the back, we got that as well with the logo. Now, yeah, I freaking did have the logo is cut off with the toolbox and stuff like that, but I still think it does look cool. So obviously the wrap brings the truck together insanely. You know, I didn't want to just go with just black and white. I wanted to throw a little charcoal color in there, a little dirty white in there. And I think it really looks freaking good, especially when it's all washed up and everything. It is washed now, but I think it looks freaking tits money, dude. Okay, now what you guys have not seen is the roof rack. We went with a Fab 4 roof rack as well. I guess just kind of looking at here, I'll go ahead and turn these. It's got the side lights on there. So these are Rigid Industry cubes, spots, just like that are on the front. This roof rack is the 42 inch or something like that. It's their shortest roof rack that they have. I did not do the roof rack myself. I refuse to do a roof rack whatsoever because when you do a roof rack, you got to take out the headliner and you got to screw it in the thing and all this kind of crap. So I outsourced that to 4-wheel parts as well because I was having no part of that sumbitch and it took them about 6 hours to install it. So I was happy that they dealt with that. I also had them do that to my Suburban a while back as well. But instead of the front faceplate on that, we went with 2 double stacked 50-inch light bars. Look how pretty that looks, dude. God dang, that's pretty. Now it is a flood spot combo. So it's got spots in the middle and then it's got floodlights on the side. So it does put off quite a bit of gosh dang light and it covers a good area of light. I'll go ahead and flip that on. Basically, you can just take the front faceplate off of the roof rack and then just replace it with 2 light bars. So we went with the Rough Country Black Series 50 inches. To be honest with you, I could have gone with Rigid Industries, but honestly, I think that would have cost me a little, like about $3,500. And 2 Rough Country Black light bars cost me $400. So together. So I wasn't having none of that. I'll go ahead and flip these on for you so you can give it a look. It's night right now. Oh, hey, daytime. Whoa! God dang, boy. Super bright. So I've always liked the look of roof racks on a truck. I just love it. The short roof rack with big freaking light bars on it. Big fan of that. You know, I live pretty far out in the country. Yeah. Woo! And we got deer all over the gosh dang place. So it's nice to have some lights light up the road so I make sure that I don't dent this thing in, you know what I'm saying? And then just a couple more little things. We tinted the windows, went with a 5% tint up top, went with a 35% on the windshield. We went with 35 on the sides, which is the lowest legal limit here in Colorado. And then we got perforated on the back, but they still are 35% tint. Like I said, Anzo taillights in the back. It's got that black look, and then we also got the third brake light up there, which it's kind of funny because whenever I hooked up all these Anzo lights and everything, when I hooked up the bumper, for some reason my bed lights stopped working. With these new trucks and everything, they got interior bed lights where the whole bed lights up. And when I plugged everything in, everything was getting all weird. And then when I would hit the brakes, the mirror lights would come on and a bunch of weird stuff. So it took me I blew a lot of fuses putting all these new lights on and stuff like that. So you gotta watch that when you're adding this much wattage to it, I reckon. But yeah, dude, that's pretty much the truck ski here. I think it looks pretty gosh dang good. The only other couple things that I'm gonna be doing on the exterior portion of it, like I said, is getting the liner on the inside of this, maybe doing something with the front wheel. And then I do want to do some snowboard racks back here on the bed rails. They have some snowboard racks. Me and my bros, we like to snowboard here in Colorado, so this truck will be best freaking snowboard truck ever. And we'll have the snowboards back up on here. Show them off to everybody. And I think it'll be pretty cool. So I think we did a good job. Obviously, like I said, we got a lot of interior work to do. I want to get rid of that ugly ass def tank. And I do have some automatic step rails coming, which should be cool. Every time you open the door, they just and they come out. So we're gonna be doing that. You guys know we did a video. I did do a leveling kit on this thing with the key lift in the front. And then you can see we did a little bit of interior work. This is the work truck package, so it has all vinyl inside. So it's super easy to clean. But we did do the Mossy Oak Bottomland seat covers from Cover King. So that's everywhere. Those look really good. Not much else inside. It just makes it a little bit more comfy. We don't have all the bells and whistles because it is a work truck package, which this thing is a road warrior pretty much. WeatherTech in the front and nothing much else. So the next goal on this thing is to obviously starting to get everything with the motor done and tuned up, and this thing gets up already stock, dude. So when we get this thing all tuned up and everything and deleted, this thing is gonna be fun for shizzle, bro. Hope you guys enjoyed this whole build on everything went. The before and after, bro, should we do a before and after? Should we put the before here and the after here? What the dick, dude? Are you freaking, does it even look like the same truck?
Completely different.
Freaking insane. I hope you guys enjoyed the before and after here. I reckon let's try to do some more stuff. Oh, didn't we just take something in today that's gonna have a good before and after? What was it? The El Camino. Oh, that's getting sandblasted. Yeah, it should be fun. For real, Billies! That'll do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the walk around. My name is Outlaw and I'm out, y'all. Always remember, no matter what you're doing, 25, 8, 366, live to thrill. Holler.